Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a June 2025 and 21 variant complete addition mathematics paper. And paper 2, we are going to start. Question number 1. Question 1 we have is saying use a method of completing square to find the coordinates of stationary point. So completing square method, you know it very well. We copy the both terms and 3 is space and half of this 2 is 1. Take square of this number. So 1 time this number square add and 1 time subtract. These 3 terms will combine x plus 1 whole square, -1, -3. And I'm getting ultimately -4. So this completing square is over. And he is asking us find a stationary point. How to find stationary point? You know, outside is a plus here. With a plus, we have a point of minima. And how we get a stationary point? Plug in this under power to whatever plug in equals to 0. When I plug in 0, I get x value is equals to -1. And outside whatever the number is a y coordinate without any change. So I got a stationary point. It's a very clear. So -1 and -4. I hope so. This part is very clear. Okay, now he's asking to sketch the curve and start stating the coordinate axis. So I will do what? One time I'll plug in y0 and one time plug in x0. Okay, so when I plug in x0 here, or sorry, y0 here, so I get an x to power 2 plus 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. And one time x0, so I'm getting here y is equal to 0 square plus 0 and minus 3. So I got a -3. And what about this factorization is compulsory. 3 ones are 3, and I'm getting here 3 positive x and -3 is equals to 0. So I'm getting common out. So I'm getting x plus 3 and x minus 1 is equals to 0. And I'm getting two answers, 1 and -3. Okay, so this I will take it down. Okay, this I take it down here. So now students, very clear. Now one is somewhere here. So 1, 2, and 3. So -3 and we have a positive 1 we have here. And this is -3 somewhere here below, which I'm showing it now here. 1, 2, and -3. And if you look at on the top, the stationary point is where x -1 and -4. -1 is this and -4 is slightly below. So it means just imaginary. I just take it here. I just rough idea. So the graph is becoming like this. Wait a minute. So I hope so the point is very clear and we have done question number 1 is completely over. Question number 2, students. In this question case, a constant, it is given that this has a real roots, has roots that are real and distinct. And real and distinct is very clear. B squared minus 4ac. We can say b squared minus 4ac more than 0. So first of all, what is the a value? This 2 is called a value. This completely beside of x is called b value. And this is a key c value. So I'm applying the formula b squared minus 4ac more than 0. So b value is 3k -2 whole square, and a is 2 and c is k. Okay, I'm applying squaring identity. First term square, 2 into first term, second term plus second term square. And this is giving us -8k. And here I'm writing 3k. I'm writing here 3k here 2 and a 2. So 9k square, -4 to the 12k, and plus 4 and -8k and more than 0. So 9k square, this and this giving us -20k plus 4. 4 9s are 36 and 36. So if you look at here, 36, 15. So we have here two possibilities. 9 fours are 36, but let me check once again. Yeah, so we can apply quadratic formula or factorization, but let me check 36 factorization. So 36, we have a 6 6 are 36, 9 fours are 36, and 12 3 are 36. Let me check why it's not possible. Yeah, 2 18 times. So 2 18 times. So 2 18 times. 18K and negative 2K. So 9 common from here, 9 and K common, K minus 2, and here negative 2 common, and K negative 2 is more than 0. I'm getting here K negative 2 and 9K negative 2 more than 0. So I think this part is clear, students. So one time this 0, I'm getting what answer? 2. And from here, 2 by 9. And I will make a bell shape, just make a roughly, and how is called more. More means outside. So I'm getting here 2 positive and 2 over 9, this one. So how to say now, because these arrow clearly mention that we have to go for more than 2 and we have to go the less than 2 by 9. So answers are coming more than 2. This answer number 1, and K is less than 2 by 9. I think the point is very clear, and the question number 2 is done. Question number 3 we have, in this question number 3 we have a sports club has the following members: 5 runners, 4 swimmers, 3 gymnasts, and these members are stand line. And this number is done where all runners stand together, all swimmers are together, or gymnasts are together. So I think we can go this way. How many total are 12? 9, 3, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lines, 12 boxes. Okay, all runners are together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now all swimmers are 4 swimmers are together, and then 3 gymnasts are together. So we will make a box. Okay, this box will be together, and this will be together, and this will together. 1, 2, 3. So how to write it, students? It's a very clear. These 3 groups can shuffle. So this 3P3, that is naturally, but these 5 people can shuffle inside. 5P5, and these 4 people can shuffle inside. So 4P4, and then 3 shuffles get inside. So 3P3, and that's it. So if we check it, 3P3, 4P4, 5P5, and 3P3, and end answer is coming with us is 103680. Now students, four of these members are selected, and selection means combination, make sure. And how many this can be done? If at least one runner, at least one swimmer, at least one gymnast must be selected. So let's try do it. So it means condition is what? Let me show from the top. Top is runners are 5 runners are there, and there are 4 swimmers are there, and then 3 gymnasts are there, and we're looking for runner should be more 1 and above. And this swimmers, these are swimmers, not ws. I have to write it swimmer. So swimmer must be what? 1 and more than 1. And this is a gymnast is 1 and more than 1. So this is score at least 1. So how we can write it now? I have one planning. If I take 2 from here, 1 and 1 give us 4. Or one second option, if we have take here 1, 2 come in the middle, 1 here, and last option 2 come as well. This you can see diagonally we have 2. So now how we can do this question, check it. So how we can write this answer? So from 5 I need 2, so 5C2 times 2. From 4 I need 1, so 4C1. And from 3 I need 1, so 3C1. Same approach. I talk about the middle one line. So now I can say 5 and C1. So I'm writing here 5C1, then 4C2, and 4C2, then 3C1. And finally, I can say 5C1, 4C1, and 3C2. And now I'm going to add them. If I add them, the net answer is coming. Let me check. Make sure 3C1 is 3 and 4C1 is a 4. So no need type. Make sure NC1 is always N. So 2C1 is 2. 3C1 is 3. So that is why no need to type these values in calculator. Only these you can type. 5C2 is 10. 4, 3, and 5, and 6, 3, and ultimately answer, we check it in calculus is 270. And I hope so the concept of the question is very clear. Question number 4, students, we have, and coordinates A, B, C, D are as follow, mentioned clearly, and line L is this, okay? Perpendicular bisector of line AB meet L line at E. So area of triangle CD. So though he's not mentioned, but I will make a rough diagram, and diagram will help you a lot to understand the idea. So let's start. A rough idea will make it. We will no need to make a neat diagram, so rough idea only. So have a look, students. Okay, this rough idea. Okay, this is what A negative 4, 3. So A negative 4 is here and 3 up. So here is negative 4, 3. Where is 6, 9? 6 negative, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and negative 9 is somewhere here below. Because rough estimation, so no problem at all. Okay, where's C coordinate? C coordinate 15, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 15 is somewhere here and 10 up. So somewhere here. And where's D? 6, 14 negative. So 14 somewhere here and 1 down. So this is a D coordinate. I'm writing here what D coordinate. I'm writing here negative 1, sorry, 14 and negative 1. All right, now I'm going to join this AB line first of all. This AB line. And where is bisector of this line? Perpendicular bisector of this line. This green line, I'm going to make it. This is called perpendicular bisector. Okay, if you talk about bisector line, this is a midpoint. M is a midpoint. You can see clearly M is midpoint. And this distance equal. So first of all, I'll go for midpoint. So midpoint of AB. So midpoint of AB. So I'm writing here negative 4 plus 6 over 2. And same way 3 negative 9 over 2. And I'm getting here 2, I got a 1. And a negative 6, I got a negative 3. So midpoint is confirmed 1 and negative 3. I think up till here the point is clear. Okay, so midpoint I got it, students. So now I'm going to find what? I'm going to find the gradient of the line AB, the gradient of the line AB gradient. And formula is very y2 minus y1, or can start from here y2 minus y1. No problem at all. Over x2 minus x1. And I'm getting here 12 by negative 10 and 2 5s are and 2 6 are. So I'm getting negative 6 over 5 is a gradient of AB line. And what is a perpendicular line gradient? So negative reciprocals of 5 will go up and 6 will go down, and sign changes. So green line gradient is this gradient. Okay. Now point is M given in this line, so we can find easily. So equation of perpendicular bisector is y minus this m times 2x minus 1. So I'm getting here 6y, 6, okay, 6 3s are 18, and 5x and minus 5. And I'm getting 6y is equals to 5x and negative 23. Equation of this line is done. Okay. So I think this part is clear, students. Now further what we have story, and let me check finally once more. This is a 5 18 23, correct. Okay, now what is story we have extra here? So he said this line intersecting. So how we get this line? So this negative is y-intercept, so negative 71, so miss 11 in gradient. And all of you know these are all lines positive gradient, and these are all lines negative gradient, because positive gradient, so line will be 100%. I like make a rough idea. So this line I can guess here, this line I guess here. So I make a black color line, this line I guess, okay. So a rough idea only, okay, this is a line, and this intersecting, this is E letter, And how come? Because he mentioned that they AB and L meet as this one. So 11x minus 75. This is a y value. I'm going to replace. So I'm going to place it here. Okay. So I'm putting here. Put y 11x minus 75. So I'm replacing here 6 times 2 11x minus 75 equal to 5x and minus 23. So 6 5 are 33 carry 42 3 4 5 450. So now I'm going to finalize it. Okay, it is giving us what? So this comes here. I got a 61x and 450 negative 23 and plus 450. So what I'm getting here, negative 23 and plus 450 and divided by 61. And I'm getting 7. So it means this x value is 7. So how to get y value? 7 goes here. 77 and 75. So y becomes 2. 2. Okay. So E coordinate are coming with me 7, 2. So I think this part is very clear. But the question is what he's asking for, the area of the triangle, which triangle you talk about. So I'm going to make a triangle. I think which triangle I talk. 1 minute, please. I make a yellow color triangle. Look at now, so you can understand. This is a base. This one and this one. So I hope so. The point is very clear. And this triangle we have to find. And luckily, all three coordinates I have now. So I can find the coordinates and let's try to do it. How we can do it. Have a look now. Have a look now. And we have a formula. What is the formula we have to find out the area of triangle? Let me write all coordinates. B I have, E I have. Okay, and what are coordinates of 16, 16, 10? 15, 10. C is 15, 10. 15, 10. B is 6, negative 9. And E is 7, 2. I can start from any one point. So what is area formula? Let's start. Half modulus. I can start from any. Let's start from 7, 2. 7 up, 2 down, 6 up, negative 2, negative 9 down. Okay. Now 15 up and 10 down, and 7 up and 2 down. Repeat. So this is the E coordinate. Let me write. E coordinate, B coordinate, C coordinate, again E coordinate. Let me check. E, B, C, E. Correct. Okay. Now I'm going to apply the formula. Formula is what, students? You know it very well. So what's the technique to do it? So 7 and 9, this multiply, 7 9s are 63, and minus formula, and 6 2s are 12. There's a one approach. Plus, same story here. So 6 10s are 60, minus sign, and this is giving us what? So 15 times 2, 9, 9. 15 times 2, 9. If we check it, 15 times 2, 9 is 135. But it's negative, so negative become positive. Done. Lastly, okay, I write it now here. So 15 to the 30 and minus 70. And this done. Now I'm going to finalize the answer. And I'm writing all together. Okay, so negative 63 and negative 12. Okay, plus 60 and plus 135 and plus 30 and negative 70. My answer is coming inside 80. And you know it very well, students. 80 divided by half, we've got a 40. 40 unit square is the answer. And make sure modulus will convert into positive. If it's come a negative answer, let's say, it will convert into positive. And this is our answer. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. The concept of question is clear. Question number 5, students, we have to use calculation that find approximate change in the y when x increases from this to this. So initial value is pi by 3, and the new value is pi by 3 plus h. And how to find delta x, students? Delta x is x2 minus x1. So pi by 3 plus h minus pi by 3. This cancel out. So this is a approximate value of x. So let's try to do approximate value of the y. How to do it, students? We have a special formula, and formula is here. Delta y over delta x is equals to dy over dx. So dx will go there. So it means delta y is equal to dy over dx times 2 delta x. So I'm looking for dy over dx. So here I have to apply, but first of all, product rule. How apply product rule UV? So I'm starting first u copy, x square copy into tan derivative plus tan x by 2 copy and x square derivative. And tan differentiation secant square x by 2 into half. Half come from angles derivative. And x square differentiation is 2x. So I'm simplifying. So I'm writing x square by 2. So secant square x by 2 plus 2x tan x over 2. Now I'm going to plug in the value. Which value I have to plug in? Plug in initial value. So I'm putting x is equal to pi over 3. Here we have to do very carefully because radian mode. First of all, we have to convert our calculator in radian mode. And second thing is the typing is very important in calculator. How to type it? Pi by 3 comes here. So it gives us what? Pi square and 3 square, 9, 9 twos are 18. So this comes from here. But I have to check it when I plug in it here, what answers comes. So, secant square is basically 1 over cos square. So 1 over cos, and cos I'm going to plug in. It is plug in become pi by 6, pi divided by 6 and put square on it. So I'm getting here, because this is a 1 over cos square. And when I plug in this here in the value, it's giving us 4 over 3. And this is again, I go copy here. So 2 pi by 3. When I plug in it here, this is important. Tan pi divided by 6 is giving us root 3 over 3. So this is a value if we check it. So 4 pi square. So 18 times 2, 3, 54. And 2 into root 3 and divided by 9. So I'm getting here 2 root 3 over 9 pi. So this is I have got this derivative. So students, what to do after this? So we have to plug in this value back in a formula. So when I type in calculator, student, I get a 1.94. Okay, and this is done. So I'm going to replace this value here. So delta y is equals to 1.94, and this value is h. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. The concept of the question is completely clear. Question number 6, student, we have. So he's saying use appropriate quadratic factorization and find first 3 terms of binomial expansion, but in ascending order. Ascending means first x power 0, example, then 1, then 2 onwards. So first of all, I will go for factorization. So 9x square plus 12x plus 4. 4 9s are 36. And 6 6 are 36. 3x common, we get 3x and plus 2. 2 common, 3x plus 2. We are getting 3x plus 2. We are getting 3x plus 2. So we are getting 3x plus 2 whole square, which I'm going to replace inside. It means I have a 3x plus 2 whole square inside and 5 outside. But we will do one thing because it's ascending powers. So I will replace 2 before and 3x later. So I get a 2 plus 3x and whole power 10. Now I'm eligible to expand. So first 3 terms, so 10 C0. two values, two brackets, 10C1, two brackets, and 10C2, two brackets. So this part, I hope so, very, very clear. Okay, now 10 minus 0, first bracket, here 0, 10 minus 1, here 1, 10 minus 2, here 2. So 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Second bracket, 3x, 3x, and 3x. All right, now I can say 10C1 is, here we have to check in calculator and type directly, okay. 10C0 is 1 and 2 to power 10 and something to power 0 is 1. Here 10, 2 to power 9 and 3x. 10C2 is 45. Okay, 45 and 2 to power 8 into 3, sorry, not 3, 9x to power 2. All right, students, now you can check it. 2 to power 10 is 1024. And 2 to power 9 multiply with what? With a 30. And we are getting 15360x. 45 times 2, 9 times 2, 2 to power 8. And we are getting 103680 x to power 2. And that's it. Question is completely done. And let's go for next part. Now he's saying term independent of x. Independent mean when x to power is 0. We must need 0. We have a special formula, as we have same formula here, but with the r plus 1, same form. So here we write NCR, a to power n minus r and b to power r. I replace all values. N is 12, a is this, b is this. So I'm getting 12CR, 6 over x to power 2 and 12 minus r, and x to power 4 over 2 and here r. So 12CR I'm leaving as it is, no change. Here I can say 6 to power 12 minus r, and down and power multiply, and I'm getting x to power 24 minus 2r. Here, x to power 4r in the numerator and 2 to power r. But I have to combine all x powers. So 12CR, 6 to power 12 minus r over 2 to power r. And what about x? Upper power minus lower power. So 4, okay, I do on the top right side. 4r minus 24 and plus 2r. I'm getting 6r negative 24. So I'm writing here 6r negative 24. Let me check once again. Yes, exactly correct. Now, what is the planning? According to the demand of the question, so this way the power of x, I'll copy is equals to 0. So I'm going to put it is equals to 0. 6r equal to 24. R becomes 4. Now I'm plugging in whole equation, r value 4. So when I put r value 4, left side it becomes fifth term, and 12C4 into 6 to power 12 minus 4, 2 to power 4. Here same 6 into 4 minus 24. Now students, I'm typing in calculator. So 12C4 times 2 in the numerator, 6 to power is 8. And in denominator, 2 to power 4. So if I check it in calculator, it is giving me 51963,120. And this is x to power 0. It means no need to write it. So this is called term independent of x. Question number 7, students, we have the function is given here, is a real number domain, and on axis sketch this graph, and hence the same axis sketch the inverse also. And he said clearly mention the point at where graph meet a coordinate axis, means cutting x and y axis, and a position of any asymptotes. So let's try to do it. So step number one, I will plug in one term y, one term x0, one term y0. So equation is 2e to power x and plus 3. Yeah, correct. So first of all, I will plug in x0. Something to power 0 is 1. I'm getting 5. Here y0. So 2 e to power negative x is equals to negative 3. And here it's not possible. Reason is very clear, because if I take a logarithm and log of negative value is undefined. So you can just understand from here. It means there is asymptote. There is asymptote. Okay, first of all, what is the method? You understood very well y5. Y is 5, okay? And the graph is how we can find it, because basically whenever you have this is a 3, so it is a, if we make it, and you can sketch some numbers, like some negative numbers and positive numbers. For example, okay, as I plug in some numbers, so what will happen? Like I'm just doing, like if a student have no idea what to do, so that is why I'm just trying to do like that. And power is what? Negative 2. Negative 2, or I mean to say negative become positive 2, because I'm putting that one. And then, and positive 3. So I'm getting 17 against negative 2. When I plug in it there, I'm getting a very high number. Suppose here. And when I replace here negative 1, I'm getting something 8. And when I replace 0 here, I'm getting 5. And if I replace here positive 1, I'm getting 3.7 something. It means, and if I replace here negative positive 2, sorry, so graph is coming like this. So graph is coming like this. And this becoming parallel to the special line, and that is asymptote. And what is asymptote? If you can guess from here, the asymptote is 3. This number is asymptote. It means I will make a asymptote. Okay, this is a clear. And I drag this line slightly up. Okay, because they cannot meet. So I hope so this part is clear. Asymptote, this line is asymptote, you can see clearly. Though I can write asymptote equation, or no need even, or because it did not ask, just mention only. So y equal to 3 is equation of asymptote. Now students, I will go for, this is a 3. Now I will go for, this is done, and I will go for what? But thing is that this is a 5. What scale use here? Same scale use here. So it means these numbers are roughly I taken, and just assume this is a 5 and this is a 5 as well. So here 5. And 3 is this distance and 3 is the distance here. And just a minute. Okay, this part is clear. Now I will draw first of all, I'll draw a reflection line. Reflection line is very clear. Okay, before I start, 3, 3 equal here. This point, I mark here a point here. There's a 3, 3. And the second mark is 0, 0 and 3, 3. Now I'm going to join these 2 points. And this is line is called reflection line or mirror line. So y is equals to x. Now I'm going to make it a blue color graph and reflection of this line. How to make it? So first of all, I will make it asymptote. And asymptote is naturally here. We have one asymptote we drew already and one other asymptote we have at 3. And again I'm making a blue line. All right, this is done. And now I'm going to make a black color, or I can make it green color reflection. So this reflection is here. Okay. And this point reflection somewhere here. And now the graph, I'll make it. You see, they are reflection of each other. And we can say this is a graph, kind of graph, I got it. So you can see that every point of the red color curve and the green color curve reflection in the y equal to x. And I hope so the point is very clear. So best idea, first draw asymptote, we can get it easily. So part number A is completely clear. And let's go for part B. So B part we have g of x is given by him and x is more than 0. G inverse exists. He mentioned himself. Find expression of G inverse. So first part is not hard. So this function I replace by y. I have to make x subject. How it possible? This complete fraction will go there and y comes this side. Now it has nothing in, it has a 1 here. So both sides flips. It means reciprocal of both sides. It will go up, 3 down, here 1 up, and 2 minus y down. Or you can do cross multiply. It goes there, it comes down. Same story. So it means 3 will go on the other end. 3 over 2 minus y. Now 2 goes on the other side. Now how to bring x down? I have to take logarithm. So when take logarithm of both sides, e to the power x of log of this. So now I'll bring this x down. ln e 1. ln e is 1. Now one more step, interchange. Interchange mean x become y and y become x. And this is called G inverse. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The thing is in the inside the bracket, you take LCM or you don't take LCM, no problem at all. And this is my final answer. Now my last part of the question is saying stated domain. Very interesting part. This is a rule we have. Let me write for you. Domain of inverse function, I mean G, is basically range of function. Okay, this rule we have. Okay, we will use this rule inshallah here. Another rule we have. What is that rule? Range of G inverse is domain of G. So now, right now, we are looking for domain of what? Domain of G inverse. We are looking for domain of G inverse. So we are looking for this. It depends upon the range of function. And what is the range of function? Let's try to do it range. So I'm looking for the range of function. How to find range? X value is 0 starting and going higher. So let's start. First of all, at 0, what we have? At 0, we are getting, let me show you, this is a 1 plus 3, 3, 1. I got a 2 minus 1, I got a 1. Again, as you know, students, very interesting part, I just tell you here. If x 1 over x, okay, I'll just give example. If I have a x over, for example, we have a 1, it will give you 1. If 1 over 2, this become 0.5. 1 over 4, 0.025. And 1 over 10, 0.1. 1 over 100, 0.01. 1 over 1000, 0.001. It means you can say from here, as the denominator is increasing, this number is decreasing. It means if denominator increases, so fraction approaches to zero. Fraction approaches to zero. Not zero, sorry. 1 minute, let me, fraction. Yeah, this become not zero, this become infinity. Fraction become to infinity. How come? How come? Because as this will increase, the whole answer goes to zero. So we can say fraction approaches to zero. So I think this part is clear. So it means that if I plug in very big number, so 2 minus, so this will become confirmed 0, because as this will grow, number will grow and denominator will increase. So net answer will decrease and will approach to 0. And we are getting 2. So the range is what, students? So range is the highest value is 2 and lowest value is 1. Okay, so that I can say that. So I can say that. So domain of G inverse is, finally we can say, which I'm writing now here, this will confirm same answer. So domain becomes what? Highest 2 and minus 1. And make sure with minus 1, sorry, not minus 1, plus 1. And here we have equal sign. Why equal sign? Because if you look on top, so this is equal sign given. That is why we put equal sign. And I hope so the concept of question is completely clear, especially as the denominator is increasing. So the net answer is decreasing and gradually it approaches to 0. I think point is very clear and this question is completely over. Question number 8, students, we have now. And given here 2 minus 3 cot into cos equal to 0. So whenever 0 is there, we say either first part equal to 0 or second part equal to 0, one by one. So we can write like this. An answer in the first quadrant only. You can see 0 to pi by 2. So it's starting from here, ending at this point. So only first quadrant, we have to answer. Okay, students, 0 is cos 0 is, even we can say the equal sign is there. So 9 pi by 2 is included. And where is cos 0? Cos is 0, basically cos pi by 2 is 0 and cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. But we cannot go this one, so we can say here x is equal to cos inverse of 0, which is giving us pi by 2. So we got a first answer here, pi by 2. Now, students, we go for next left side. Okay, we can say 3 cot x is equal to 2, or 3 over 10, because cot is 1 by 10, is equal to 2. Cross multiply, 10x is equals to 2 will go there and 2 will come down. So it means 3 over 2, 3 over 2. Okay, and so yes, exactly correct. Okay, now tan positive. Tan positive where, students? First quadrant and the third quadrant. Okay, now I'll take a cos tan inverse. And tan inverse, we take it and must be, make sure calculator must be in radian mode. So take tan inverse 3 over 2. And we are getting here, students, 0.983. 0.983. So because 3 SF, we have to go for it. And we got 2 answers, we can see clearly. And part number 1 is completely over. Let's go part number 2, part B. So what a question we have. We have given this cosecant and sine and radian, and we need answer in this form. Again, we have to be careful, negative. It means we can go anti-clockwise till positive 2. and clockwise till -1. Okay, and negative means when you go anti-clockwise, we have positive angle, clockwise is a negative angle. So first of all, cosec, what is cosec? 1 by sine. So I'm getting 2 over sine 2 theta plus 1 and minus 12 sine 2 theta plus 1 is equal to 5. How we can proceed from here? Multiply throughout with the sine 2 theta plus 1. So when I multiply with this cancel with this, we get a 2 only. And when multiply with this, we get a sine square. 12 sine square 2 theta plus 1. And 5 sine 2 theta plus 1. I think this part is very clear. Now student, rearrange. It goes there. So 12 sine square double theta plus 1 plus 5 sine double theta plus 1 and -2 is equals to 0. Now we will factorize. 12 2s are 24, 8 3s are 24. So 8 3s are 24. This is 3 negative. So from here, what is common? You can see 4 and sine double theta plus 1. So what left? 4 3s are and sine left as well. And from here, what left from here? 4 2s are 8, so 2 left only. And from here, -1 common. So do they match? Yes. Sorry, this is a, I think this is a 2. This is a 2. 2 comes from here. So this is fully same. So I can take common out. So 3 sine double theta plus 1 plus 2 and 4 sine double theta plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we can say either this is 0 or this is 0. 1 by 1. And I'm writing 4 sine double theta plus 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So this 2 goes there, 3 divides. -2 over 3. Same story here. Sine double theta plus 1 equal to 1 over 4. Now sine is negative is where? Negative is here and here. And sine positive is where? Sine positive is here and here. So I will take this as alpha. Sine inverse, but don't take a negative sign. And here sine inverse. Okay, I take this beta, no problem at all. And make sure we have to go with the radian or degree, radian mode. So student, what is the technique here? Now radian mode, we have to go for angles. So first is sine inverse. Of 2 over 3, and I'm getting is a 0.7297. It's becoming 730. And what the other one, beta? When I do it 104, I'm getting 0.25253. So this part is clear. Now I'm writing here 0.73 here and 0.73 here. And 0.253 and 0.253. So job number 1. So start from positive x-axis, move anti-clockwise till line this. So I'm getting 2 answers. First of all, this bring back. So double theta plus 1 equals to pi plus 0.73. And second angle I'm getting is 2 pi minus 0.73. And this is a anti-clockwise. But what about clockwise? Clockwise means this one clockwise and even this clockwise. So we're getting two answers more. I'm writing here negative 0.73 and pi minus 0.73 and outside minus sign. Now every answer one subtract and this two will divide. So let's see what answer number one comes. So pi plus 0.73 negative 1 and divided by 2. My first answer is coming 1.44. But you know, we have to keep our eye on our target, positive 2 and negative 1, positive 2 and negative 1, positive 2 and negative 1. So this is clear. So this answer in the range. What about the second answer? So this I'm checking as well. 2 pi minus 0.73, negative 1 and divided by 2. Now my answer is coming with me 2.28, which is out of range, which is out of range. So let's see this answer. So this is a negative 0.73, negative 1 and divided by 2. I'm getting here negative 0.865 in range. So in range, in range. And what about the third, fourth one? So I'm writing here pi minus 0.73. And this answer, whatever we have, and then negative 1 and divide by 2. This is a crossing the boundary. So this is also crossing the boundary. So we've got two answers from here, 1.44 and negative 0.865. So two answers I got from here. And now I'll go for the second part. We'll see that what answers I'm getting from the second one. Okay, and did he mention 3 dp or 1 dp? 1 minute, let me check. Not mentioned. Not mentioned. So 3 SF is the best idea. So this is done. And now I'm going for the next part here. So what about this, students? So first angle beta I'm getting here. Sorry, beta not, I'll use the same angle. So 2 theta plus 1 is equals to 0.253. Second answer is pi minus 0.253. Okay, this is a clockwise. This is anti-clockwise, sorry. Now clockwise, I can go and check this only. And that is a pi plus 0.253 and outside minus. Now I'm finding both all answers one by one. So a lot of patience required, students. So 0.253 negative 1 and divided by 2. My answer is coming negative 0.374, which is in range. Second answer, pi minus 0.253 and minus 1 and divide by 2, which I'm getting here 0.944, which is also in range. Last answer, pi plus 0.253 and from this negative 1 and divide by 2, which is answers coming negative 2.20, which is out of range. So we're second, two more answers, 0.374 and 0.944. So I hope so the concept is clear. And Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I hope so the concept of question is completely clear. Question number 9, students, we have, he mentioned angle AOB is very clearly given here. And he said that sector is made into a cone. You can see this sector converted to cone. And we have one criteria, student, this radius of this is basically equal to arc length. It's called slant height. Slant height radius are both are equals to each other. Second criteria, the arc length of this full is equal to circumference of the base circle. They are equal basically. And we have to find out a curved surface area of the cone. So that is only possible if we have a radius, but problem we don't have a radius. So what I will do, so I will take it from here, this one. So S is, what is the arc length formula? S is equal to R theta. So R theta, I will take from here, R theta is equals to, what is this one? 2 pi R. So I use here, okay, no problem at all. It is a different radius, that is why. So here radius is 15 and theta is 6 pi over 5. Here 2 pi and radius unknown. So pi cancel out and I can find out the radius from here very clearly. And 15, 18, 9. So radius is becoming with us 9. So radius we are getting here 9. Now I'll go for slant height because you see that this is a Pythagoras theorem I can use. Radius is 9 and that is okay. No need to find height. Okay, I can apply curved area. So what is a curved area of the cone? Pi RL. Pi RL. Radius is 9 and slant height is a 15. And that's it. And we have done it. And he is asking curved area, the cone basically. So, and curved area of the cone, if we check it, it is giving us 15 times 2, 15 times 2, 9. So it's coming with us 45 pi. And 45 pi is coming with us of the cone is 141. And let me check once again. Slant height and the radius pi. Radius is 9 and curved area of the cone. Pi RL. 135 pi. Yes, 135 pi. I typed wrongly, basically. It's coming same correct answer. 135 pi. And in answer is 3SF is 424 centimeter. Okay, so this part is clear. And now we are looking for what students? We're looking for the top of cone is horizontal circle. The top of the cone is a horizontal circle. Very clearly, it's a horizontal circle. And circumference of a top circle, we have to find it. So circumference of the top circle. So that is clear. We have already 2 pi r, and r I got it before 9. So top of cone is a horizontal circle. Find the circumference of the circle top. So it is a very clear 2 pi r. And we found 2 nines are 18 pi. So circumference. Okay, we have done this also. Last part is that radius of find the radius of the top circle. So we have basically found. I don't know what the reason he given here, but I think is very clear. Maybe he found by the area. For another rule student, we have the area of the sector is basically equal to that. So maybe he use this part. Repeat my words. Area of sector is equal to curved area of the cone. So this is a second criteria. I'm writing here half r squared theta is equal to pi RL. So we can find this way also. Okay, students. So the second method, if you don't use this one, you can use this formula as well, no problem. But now he's asking the radius of the cone we got already. You can see on the top, and I can copy paste this here and bring it down, no problem at all. And now he perpendicular height, we have to find it by Pythagoras theorem. And L we have 15 and radius is 9, height is a target. So in front of 90 is a hypotenuse, so 15 square equal to 9 square and plus h square. And if I check it, 15 square minus 9 square, it's giving 144. And 144 root is coming with us is 12. So I hope so. The concept is very clear now. Part number D, sorry. Water is poured into cone. When the depth of water is h, the radius of the cone is r. It means we have two shapes. One is basically big one, and one is a smaller one. How smaller one? So this is a 9 and this is a 15 slant height. And this is, we got it just now, 12. He's saying the radius is of r and this h. So we use similarity, students. How do you use similarity? Height of small by height of the large, radius of small by radius of the large. And 12 multiplies there. 3, 4 times, 3, 3 times. 3, 4 times, and 3. Yeah, correct. Okay, this is correct. 4 over 3 R. But he said R in subject. So we have to multiply there 3H over 4. We can start from R also, no problem at all. Or 9 goes there. 9 goes there. I think so. If I make a R subject, we can go for another way. R go and 9 goes there. So 9H over 12 is equals to R. So 3H over 4. The water is poured into a cone, constant rate 27. So volume, d volume by dt is 27. And centimeter cube representing the volume, second representing the time. Okay. And find the rate of the depth of water is rising when the depth is 4. So dH over dt is my job to find. When height is, the depth is 4, when h is 4. So how to get it? So first of all, I write chain rule. So by chain rule, because reason, whenever more than two variables we use chain rule, like a height, volume, and time. Look again, volume, time, and height, three variables used. We must use chain rule. What is my job to find it? dH by dt. So I'll write two fractions. I write two fractions. This will come in the first numerator, and this goes in a second denominator. And what is the third variable? You can see in third variable is a volume. So dV and dV. Okay. Now this value we have already available, only this left. So I'll go for the volume part. Volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square into h. And radius replaced by this. So 3 over 4 times to h. So 1 over 3 pi into 9 over 16 times to h square into h. So I'm getting 3 over 10 pi, 3 over 16 pi, because it's 16, into h cube. Now I'm differentiating with respect to the height, very clear. So dv over dh, 3 power 16 as it is, into 3 comes down and power 1 less. So 4 comes from here. And 3 3s are 9. So 9 pi by 10 into square of 4. So I'm getting 9 pi into 16 over 16. This is a 16 basically, okay? So 16 and 16 will cancel out. So I got 9 pi. And this 9 pi, this is a volume by height by volume. So I'll change the rule, I will flip it. 1 over 9 pi. This I'm going to replace it here. So 1 over 9 pi into what this value is 27. So I'm getting here 3 over pi. And 3 over pi, if I type in calculator, students, 3 divided by pi. My answer is coming with me is 0.954929. And when we write 3SF, so it's becoming 0.955. So we write here centimeter, let me check. Yeah, centimeter, and centimeter per second. I hope so. The concept of question is completely clear. Question number 10, a particle moves in a straight line. After a fixed point O, accelerations are given 0 to 4 and 4 to 10. So there are two different kind of motions. You can see clearly. When time is 3, velocity is this, and displacement is this. So find the velocity when time is 4. So how to find it, student? We have three levels. So first level is a displacement level. Next level is, if we go up, is if we differentiate, we get a velocity. If we differentiate, we get acceleration. We want to come down, integration. We want to come down, integration. So right now we are on the level of acceleration. We need down, one level down. So I have to go for integration. So let's try. If I integrate acceleration, I'll get velocity directly. What's the rule if integration increase the power by 1 divided by same and 2t and plus c? So I've got plug in this time 3 and this one. So velocity -1 over 3 and this plug in 3 here, 3 27 over 3, 9 and 3 2s are 6 and c value is becoming with us. Just a minute. I need some space. Okay. So if we check it, students, it is coming with us what? This is -1 over 3. This is a positive 3 goes there, -3. So I get -10 over 3. So I plug in back an equation on the top. Velocity is giving us this over. Now we are going to plug in the T4. So we are plugging T4 here. So let's try to do it. 464 over 3. 2 4s are 8. Okay, now we have to do it. Okay, 64 over 3 and -10 over 3 and -8. And we are getting sharp 10. Proved. Next part, displacement of P from O when time is 4. Okay, it means the P particle displacement we're looking for when time is 4. 4 is the last time. It means we can use the first equation. So right now we are on a velocity level. You can see this one and I have to come down one level down. So again, integration. So let's start. So I'm using it now here and I have to integrate it. I have two options, integration with C or without C. Both are okay. So I get displacement, integral sign. And on the top, he given us when time is 3, it has a -104 displacement. So I can use that one. But first, to increase the power by 1 divided by same, I got a 12. Increase the power by divided by same, this cancel out and 10 by 3, 10 by 3 t and plus c2. Okay, now students, I have to plug in time 3 and displace 1 -104. So let's try to do it. So -104, 81 over 12, 9 and 10 and plus C2. So C2 value, what I will get? Let me check. Okay, -81 divided by 12 and plus 19. So I'm getting 12. This 12 put it back in equation. Now what is asking for? Find when time 4. So plug in 4 here. So when I plug in 4, here 4, sorry, I missed T here. So 10 over 3 times 2, 4 and plus 12. And let's find our displacement. Matter of typing in calculator. And answer is coming with us is 4 meters. So I hope so concept is very clear. And this part is very clear. Let's go for next part. B. Displacement P from when time is 10. It means the first displacement we have already. So first is for 4 we have it. Displacement till 4 we have 4 meters. But is the question done? Not at all. So we have to go for till 10. So when he talk about till 10, so we have to use this expression. It's a very important. How to use this expression? So have a look now. So this is equals to 19 minus 5 e to power 8 minus 2t. And this expression, I need it on the next page. Cut. And I need it. And some more important part we need it. And that is what is important parts here. we must know when time is 4, what is the velocity and what is displacement. When time is 4, velocity is 10. This is a very important connection. 10 and this 4. So when time is 4, velocity is 10 and displacement is 4. You can see on here even available. So this connection, these links are very, very important because this formula used from 4 till 10. And let me check, is equal sign is there? Yeah, equal sign is there. So now student, let's try do it. Same criteria, displacement, velocity, acceleration. Going up, differentiation, coming down, integration, integration. So velocity, integral sign 19 minus 5 e to power 8 minus 2t and dt. 19t, and what is this integration, students? First copy completely as it is by -2 plus c. I think this part is very clear. And I'm getting here 19t positive 5 over 2 e to power 8 minus 2t plus c. I'm going to plug in this data. Time is 4 and velocity is 10. So when 10 put here and 19 times to 4, so this is becoming, it was 0 is 1. So C value, I call a C1, or C1 to use here, I call as a C3. So C3 is what I'm getting here. Okay, so let me check in calculator. 10 minus 19 times to 4 and -5 over 2. And I'm getting here -68.5. Or I can call -137 over 2. No problem at all. Both are same. So a fraction is better. So I'll plug in back this value here. So I'm putting this value back here. So I got a -137 over 2. This I plug in here. This is done. Now, student, what to do? Again, integration, I need to do it. And S is equals to integral 19t 5 over 2 e to power 8 minus 2t -137 over 2 and dt. Integration is very clear. Increase the power by 1, divide by same. There's a 4. There's a basically how 4, not positive 4, -4. Because this power -2 comes here. So it means I will like write it here, negative here and 4 here. And this is a -137 over 2 and t also and plus C4. Now I'm using the other data. T is 4 and S is also 4. How come? Check on top. T is 4, S is 4. So 4 here, 19, 4 over 2 and 5 over this one, 8, sorry, e to power 8 minus 2 and 4. 4 and C4. C4, I will just type in calculator all these values and let me check this in calculator properly. And answer is coming with me in fraction form is coming 504, 50904, which I'm going to copy back. Here. So plus 509 over 4. Now, student, what to do? Now he's asking that find out the last time is 10. 10. I have to plug in 10 here. Every t replaced by 10. Okay, 10 I'm replacing. Now, student, just a matter of typing in calculator and let's try to do it. what answer I'm getting after putting this in calculator. Let me check. I replace every value t by 10. And answer is coming finally with us 392.249. But we have to round it 3 SF, so 392 meters. So I hope so. The concept of the question is very, very clear. Question number 11, students. A geometrical progression has a first term A, second common ratio is R, and R is positive only, not negative. Sum of the second term, third term is this. Sum of fourth term, fifth term is this. You know, students, first term is A, second term, how to get multiply with R. How to get third term, again multiply with R. How to get next term, again multiply with R. Multiply with R. So we have now 5 terms we have. Okay, so what is story? We have second term and third term. So these two terms sum. So A plus A, A, second term is AR and third term is AR square is equal to 168. I can take AR common, 1 plus R, 1 plus R. And fourth term and fifth term, if I take common out, so first of all, writing AR cube plus AR4 is equal to 94.5. AR common, we get 1 plus, no, power 3 also. So 1 plus R. Equation 1, equation 2. If I divide 2 by 1, so what happens, students? So I'm just showing you 2 by 1. So this is the second equation. I divide them. This cancel out, this cancel, and we R power cancel. So I get R square. Take a root of the whole and take a root of the whole. It is becoming with us positive and negative 3/4. So this is done. Okay, now what the question is asking for, find 6th term in a progression, but we need A as well. So this value of 3/4, I can plug in any equation. I think plug in it here because I'm looking for the A. So I'm writing here A times 2, 3/4 into 1 plus 3/4 equal to 168. So A times 2, 3/4 into 7/4 is equal to 168. So what is value I'm getting A from here if both divides? So A value I'm getting here 128. And how to get a 6th term in progression? So formula is Tn is equal to A R to power n minus 1. Replace every n by 6. A is 128 and R is 3/4 and power is 5. And 6th term is with us 243/8. So sum infinity. What is the formula of sum infinity, students? Not a hard at all. Easy. A over 1 minus R. A is 128 and R is 3/4. So 3/4 is become 1/4 and 512. And paper is completely done. So best of luck for upcoming exam and pray for me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.